Welcome back, I am Dr. Ruckus, and today we are playing Mono Red Burn in Ranked MoM Standard. When I say burn, I mean real burn. We're not running Phoenix Chick, we're not running the Voldaren Epicure, although it does have a small burn component, and we're not running Felden. Almost everything in the deck is a non-creature spell, with the two exceptions of one, the Monastery Swift Spear. It just adds up to so much damage over the course of the game. If you can get it in on one and then start popping off with any number of non-creature spells, definitely think you have to run this, even if you're trying to just run full burn. And then also the Kessig Flame Breather, a 2-mana 1/3. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, it pings the opponent for 1 damage. Pretty sweet. Everything else is just non-creature spells though, pretty much all burn to the face. One of the new cards we are trying out is Invasion of Regatha. I was originally thinking we'd fit some Stoke the Flames in here, but I mean, this really benefits mostly from having creatures around to convoke it cheaper. We don't even run that many creatures, so this is most likely a 4-mana deal 4 damage spell, whereas Invasion of Regatha is just straight up a 3-mana deal 4 damage spell. And yes, Stoke the Flames is a little more flexible, can hit any target, including your opponent's creatures, but we're not here to hit the opponent's creatures. We're here to go face and win, and just without any real counterplay. So Invasion of Regatha being tried out here today, 3 mana, deal 4 damage to target battle, which you're almost never going to do, or opponent, which is what you're always going to do, and 1 damage up to 1 target creature. The 1 damage is sometimes relevant. You can pick off an opponent's Phoenix Chick, and if you have the Mechanized Warfare, you can pick off their 2-drop, so that's not a bad little bit of upside. You almost never want to hit the battle, like maybe 1% of the time, if you have the Warfare out, and you play your second Regatha, you could ping down the first Regatha and deal 5 damage to it and flip it, but man, less than 1% of the time. You're just trying to go face all day, every day with this deck. One interesting thing, I do love the Flame Breather here. If unanswered, it's an absurd amount of damage over the rest of the game, but that's the thing, since there are so few creatures, if your opponent does have removal in their deck, they're going to be waiting to use it on something, and the Flame Breather gives it a target to use, so it might not stick around that time. So for that reason, it could be interesting to throw in a Phoenix or 2 in here, because if you have so few targets for removal that they have to burn removal on something that killed a Phoenix, it is extremely easy to get back to Phoenix in this deck. So next time I build this deck, I'll probably try out the Phoenix, but left unanswered, the Flame Breather is just a ton of damage. So that's the deck. Enjoy the gameplay. Let's dive right in. We can definitely keep this on the draw. They don't have a lot of removal. The double Flame Breather does pump out a lot of damage. Mono black though. Sleeper. We can just end the festivities now. I think I'm pretty happy with that. And try to go Flame Breather, you know, Warfare or something like that. Turn to Underdog. Okay, I think we get the Flame Breathers online now. And just try to outdamage them at this point. Looks like they have the removal spell, the Eye of the Flame Breather. Bankbuster instead though. I think we'll try to go get the next Flame Breather down here first. And plan to play with fire to the face. Okay, happy to do it on their turn. Ender. Let's see if they can nab a Sheldred. That would definitely slow us down quite a bit. No attacks. Their attacks. No blocks. No blocks. Cool, E3. No big deal. Misery Shadow. Doesn't really impact us, although it does hit pretty hard. I mean, if we don't top deck anything, we can Mechanize Warfare first and just hit a little bit harder. Yeah, let's do it that way. Play you up first. Mechanize Warfare. Ping ping. They let it resolve. They don't cut down anyone yet. If we play with Fire the Shadow, we actually do get in for 4 damage here, which isn't bad. So let's do it like this. They can pump it up to a 3/3. It still dies to the Warfare. Yeah, they pay 1, but it doesn't matter because Warfare does an extra damage anyway. Did you get the power with the Bankbuster though? Okay, fair enough. So no further attacks from our side. 4th land, is it Shelly time? They finally hit removal. Cut down coming down a bit late. Another Shadow. Just you. They could have leveled up the Bankbuster, or done the same Shadow trick, and swung for 7 this turn. Drop to 14. More lands on our side. I think we get the next Warfare down, and then even Impulse this turn too. Set up for next turn. Ping there, drop you. Get the next Flame Breather triggers. One is down to 8. Only lands on our side though, pretty sad. We're gonna need a bit better of a top deck than that. No attacks, into the Bank Buster power up. Okay, so they can put on quite a bit of damage this turn. I see 9 at least, just off the Misery Shadow pump. Shelly gains them life, but not until next turn. So this is a critical turn to top deck. We could win right here. Through the Bank Buster, swing for at least 4, maybe only 4 this turn. Yep, no blocks. Okay, give me something other than land. A lot of good top decks out there, and some that are not as good. But coming down to the last turns of the game. Take the draw, lose 2 life. That is not really one of them. But maybe it allows the Foundry to get in. Yeah, I guess so. So we'll start here. Hits really hard, actually. Then we just power up the Foundry and win, right? Yeah. Yeah, okay, I was wrong. That was a great top deck. They're all tapped out. And both these guys deal 3 to 4 damage each. They only got 1 block, so that's game. Yep. Okay. Good game. On the draw, honestly, this hand looks super keepable. Scry to anything we need. Yeah, I think we'll just scry into more land. We don't need it though. Next turn we can Reckless Impulse instead. We get Kumano down here. Yeah, let's just get Kumano down. Like, Impulse will probably get us to the lands we need anyway. Reactors do nothing. Yep, hit the land anyway. Reckless Impulse is a bit better later in the game. Let's try to play with Fire Face twice. Trespasser, huh? Okay. Alright, here comes Bolt number 1. Don't need that. And here comes Bolt number 2. Sure. We'll draw that this turn and do another play with fire. It's okay. If we want to kill the Trespasser, we have to bend one of the impulses. It's not my favorite thing, but it's not awful. It's only 2 damage though. Yeah, I was thinking it was 3 damage. Cool, so no attacks here. But set up for some nice turns off the Flame Breather if it does stick around. It does not stick around. Go phase here. Get the ping off. This is the thing we're going to draw this turn. Let's try to hit more land off Reckless Impulse instead. Flame Breather goes down. Let's see if they attack. They do. So they do get the 1 life drain here. No blocks on our side. Do they have anything else? No. Immediate pass. Alright, manual taps here. Start with an impulse. See what else we can get. In the festivities this turn. Okay. Sure. It's a little bit of damage there. And swing for 2. Invasion of Innistrad flashed in right now. A little bit odd to do it on their turn. Oh, I guess they want to attack this thing down. Okay. So they can make zombie tokens, but I don't think we're really afraid of that. It's pretty expensive. Haven't seen this card do much yet. Flame Breather. I think we just burned the Regatha here. Well, we got it. Do we have to target? Up to 1. Oh yeah, but opponent there. Smith 0 for the creatures. Yep. Down to 6 with a Flame Breather and an Impulse on the way. They spend their turn attacking the battle, but we're going to get them dead pretty soon here. Alright, so they flip this thing, and now they can make zombies every turn. But unless they have lifelink, I'm not really that scared of it. They get 2 of them off the bat, though. It's a lot of damage. 7 damage. 10 damage. Coming down to the wire here. Yeah, I think we go like this. If we impulse this turn, could hit land and another playable. Flame Breather down. They get a life off the Trespasser now when they attack. We do hit land for turn, which isn't awful. But living on a Lightning Strike. So they'll go up 1 here to 6, and then we need Lightning Strike plus something else. Yep, up to 6. Down to 5. Invoke Despair down to 0. All right, I'll give them the good game. I mean, they earned the win against us, so yeah, good game. On the play, yeah, it looks good enough to me. We could save Kumano and Scry instead, but I'm fine with it. Let's get it down. To the face. It's the mono red mirror, Kumano as well. Okay. Alright, no 2-drop for us this time. I mean, we could impulse this turn instead of for next turn. It's not amazing, but I think I'm okay with it. Hopefully hit land and a playable. Alright, that works too. Both playable next turn. We do telegraph what we're up to, but it does not affect the opponent. And do we just ignore fail done is the question. The answer is maybe. It's a lot of damage every turn. Yeah, I mean, we're on the play. I think we just try to ignore this thing and go face. We have an absurd amount of burn damage in hand. So let's try to win the race here. Opponent drops to 16, down 4 to 12, and we're on the play. We drop to 11 this turn. It's going to be tight. They do hit the 3rd land drop. It's a Bloodthirsty Adversary for 2. And play with fire there. Alright. They definitely slowed us down. We have no one to pick off for free with this, which would be too bad. If we could pick off a Phoenix Chick, that'd be just a nice little extra bit of value. Okay, so I think it is Swift Spear. And I think we play with fire the Adversary. It removes both their damage potential next turn. And also increases our own damage potential this turn. So we get them pretty low here with Invasion of Regatha on the way to finish them off. Down to 6. We got 4 damage in hand. Plus the Mistress Foundry that we couldn't do both. Removal there. We still have lethal if they don't have another blocker. Swing with both. Is there stick? Can't tell. I mean, we gotta go for it here. Swing for 2 first. Can you remove it? Looks like they can, maybe. Oh, they can't. All right, we nab them here. Whew, close one. Do they scoop or say GG? Please don't rope me out here. Just, that's unnecessary. Cool. Dude plays mono red also, and then ropes us out for playing mono red. Like, really? Really? What? It's fine. I'm gonna go check my work email, and I'll be back when the rope is over. Okay, please don't. Please don't. All right, there we go. Rope's over. Dang, dude. Really? Oh, just like... scum. Scummy scum scum. On the play, no 2-drop. I mean, it's okay. See how much damage we can pump out here. Against AMC Theaters, C912. Mono black cut down. Sure. Lightning Strike to the face. We'll see if we play that or not. We could wait till we have the Mechanized Warfare down to get in for even more damage. Harvester. Yeah, I think we might just wait. Are we dead if we do that? It's going to be 2 more turns of doing nothing with Mechanized Warfare. Tough to say. I think we go face now. We have so much to deploy over the next couple turns. I don't think it's worth waiting. Swift Spear. Well, really wish we had kept the Lightning Strike now. But let's just get out a Warfare here. Yeah. Yeah, a little bit awkward with that draw. Opponent swings for 3. Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Makes a blocker. And the Festivities. 2 damage everywhere. Pretty nice. I think that's where we're at this turn. Swift Spear. 2 damage to each creature, opponent, and planeswalker they control. Pop them down to 11. Okay, that was a huge draw for us. Take some pressure off of us. Bin their treasure making capacity. They keep everything though, which is always spooky. So Sheldred is an issue. They might not block if we get in here. Let's see if they don't block. I bet they think we have play with fire. We got to go for it here because we got to somehow press lethal. They do block. That's sad. Yeah, we have nothing. I don't think there's really a better way to play it. They start getting life every turn, and we don't have a way to ping this thing down yet. And we're not going to win the long game at this point. So we have to top deck an answer to Shelly. Bankbuster. Play with fire. Deals 3 damage. It's 10 damage right there. I think we have to kill Shelly. So that's 6 to the face. We could kill the Kiki-Jiki, but we have to kill the Sheldred. I mean, we have to kill everything. So we're going to point it here. And this is 4 more damage. But I think it's got to go here. They take the draw. Ah, they get 2 more life. Yeah, I mean, it's a bit tough for us to come back from at this point. Eat 2 down to 7. They're looking to close this game out. Do nothing. We hit more lands on our side. I mean, yeah, we'll power up the Foundry here. They probably pick it off with, you know, go for the throat, I suppose, but we got to go for it. A Braid, destroy target artifact, sure. We'll play out the land in case we hit, you know, the Exile 2 spell. Coming down to the last couple turns of the game. Definitely could still win. That gains life. That takes them even farther away from lethal. Down to 4. Lightning Strike does, you know, 5 damage, but it's not enough. Ah, good game. Yeah. Whatever. I'm salty. On the draw with play with fire. Yeah, I mean, we can try to scry into something. A little bit of a weird keep. It's mono red, though. Oy. Well, we definitely need to scry into something other than land. If we can. Only doesn't play with fire us, though. Okay. Yeah, I will take the scry. Sure, I mean, the thing is, it just dies to lightning strike immediately, right? We don't have to play it. We can try to bait it out here. Yes, I definitely have stick. So let's just lightning strike on their turn. And try to bait out some of their removal before we get the flame breather down. Play with fire to the face. Scry 1 to the top. Fable. Alright, so they're a little bit more of a controlling deck. Do we have to take this thing out? Yeah, I think we will. Sadly. It's always a must-kill threat. That's not awful, though. Alright, we got a creature online. And see if they just Brotherhood's End us and sweep the board, or... There's also a new 4-mana battle sweeper that deals 3 damage everywhere. Yeah, they're totally going over the top. Chandra and the Vindictive Flamestoker. Maybe they don't run sweepers then. This thing's a little bit awkward with sweepers. Bin you, okay. Can double play with fire here. Or just Warfare plus play with, or end the festivities. That's pretty nice. That's a great draw for us. Pick off the 2/2, dome them, get in for a lot of damage. Swing here for 2 more. Yeah, fantastic draw there. Opponent's down to 10. They probably can't answer the Warfare. So we're looking to see if we can just top deck our way to lethal. Koth, Fire of Resistance. Can kill the Flame Breather. Let me pick off everyone with End the Festivities, which isn't bad. We can wait till the next Flame Breather flips. Give them the plus off the Koth, maybe that's okay. So 4 damage to the face, and target, this is the creature. And if we wait one more turn, we can kill Koth. Oh no, we can't, because it pluses 2 instead. Alright, I think we kill Koth then, and they get the Fable flip. Opponent drops to 3, Koth down. We're at 18, we got time to top deck the last bits of damage. Opponent does nothing, they know it's a waiting game. We can get in here for 2 points of damage. Yeah. Let's do it. Actually, these are colorless, so it's just 1. Still. Let's get him within even more top decks, right? Kumano will then get them to lethal. Okay, they burn a 5 damage removal spell. It is in fact a spirit though, so we do take 2 extra damage. Alright, they sit at 3. They don't attack because they're afraid we hit land here. I mean, we might as well play it out. It's not like we're bluffing at this point. Either we have it or we don't. And, you know, if we hit a Koth again, they get to plus, though. They don't have a whole lot of damage for us. We take this land from Phyrexia, he says. Lightning Strike to the face. Never didn't have it. Ay, dude. This deck. On the draw. Great looking curve here. Let's keep this. Mono white. Kumano on 1. Get a nice little Flame Breather down. See if they're soldiers or control. Achilles. Control. Bank Buster. Okay. So sadly they can likely kill the Flame Breather here, but we'll go for it anyway. Yeah, we'll see how this alternative kind of like heavier burn, not as much hasty damage deck does. Do you have removal for the Flame Breather? No. Okay. See if we can punish you pretty hard for that. Warfare is always amazing. Probably has to be a Warfare turn. And hit really freaking hard here. Swing in. When it drops to 12, and we got just, I mean, we're really well positioned this game. Unless they Wandering Emperor to gain life, like the double Reckless Impulse into the Invasion of Regatha. It's going to hit really hard. 4 mana. See if they have the Emperor. Later arms, we gain life. Doesn't really matter. And a farmhand. Cool. So I think this turn we actually get the Flame Breather down and then Impulse as well. And see what we play next turn. So, start here. Get a little bit of damage here. And set up for next turn. Okay. Next Mechanized Warfare isn't bad. Architect of Restoration. This is pretty nice alternative art. I actually like this a lot. I don't think I ever bought this one or saw this one. Another Ganjo. They need an answer to our burn damage, though. We still got 5 damage immediately in the hand. Bank Buster. The fire is quite nice. I think it's Mechanized Warfare plus play with fire. And just ditch the Swift Spear. I mean, Swift Spear hits for 4, but, you know. They just block with a Bank Buster or something anyway. Cool, we can play with fire on their turn. Unless they have instant speed interaction. We'll still get the trigger, right? Yeah, we're good. Just pass here. No attacks. Definitely don't need to run into an Emperor. Play with fire on their turn. You know, they could be running the Hexproof. The new Hexproof spell gives you and permanents you control Hexproof. So we actually maybe should start doing more stuff on our turn, just in case they run that. That would be a pretty hard counter. Eternal Wanderer, fine. They try to blink you. We'll play with fire in response. Dome them for 4 here. No, more. Oh, just an absurd amount of damage. They drop to 1. Yeah, and then we just Invasion of Regatha, and that's game. Brutal. There's no counterplay to this deck. That's the issue with it. Like, counterspells are too expensive. Like, everything gets under counterspells. And it doesn't matter what creatures you have, what planeswalkers you have. Like, we just go around it. I don't really like this playstyle, but we're forging on here. For those of you that do, this is for you. Opponent goes first. We got a nice little hand here. Mono red mirror. Phoenix Chick. Okay. Well, we might be able to hit him a little bit harder with our own Swift Spear here. Let's get in there. Haste for haste. Opponent could be bottlenecked on red. It's a Phoenix. Cannot block. Does not have haste. This turn, we probably just go Swift Sphere plus play with fire to the face. And just hit him as hard as humanly possible. Scry away lands. Yeah, I mean, 3 damage we'll get there. We'll take it. Swing for 4. When it drops to 13, Phoenix cannot block on the way back. Even though they're on the play. They are already down to 13. That changes things a bit. We dropped to 13, but I think we're doing okay still. And we can also ping down the Phoenix Chick, which is kind of a nice bonus to this effect. Prowess. And we'll take that 1 damage to this creature. Actually relevant in the mirror, that's interesting. And we'll just go face here, not worried about flipping this thing. Yeah, they're down to 5. Game's almost over. Swing for 2 more, 3 more rather. But they need to mount a serious defense here. I don't think they get there. We'll see though. Alright, 2 blockers. Warfare, does that change anything? Not really. I mean, we attack with both and look if we can win this turn. And if not, we're just going to win next turn anyway. So if they double block, we just win off a lightning strike. And if they single block, we blow them out. So, I mean, you got to block that one too. Yeah, so we get the blowout here anyway. Then they basically have to win this next turn. Which is kind of a lot to ask for from 10, but maybe not impossible. I don't know. 3 damage here, drop to 7. Lightning strike would be 4 more. And play with fire? Okay. I mean, I guess they could win this turn. Let's see if you have the nuts. That's not a nut. After combat. Just Invasion of Regatha to the face. Yep. Does not look like the nuts to me. And dome the opponent for 4. Oh, we can point a damage there, I suppose. Wait, hold on. Let's make sure, battle our opponent. Yeah, let's go there. Yeah. Yeah, no counterplay. On the draw again, but we'll keep this. Mono red Phoenix Chick. Well, our Swift Sphere does hit a bit harder. So I think we'll go a bit aggro here before we deploy play with fire. Got plenty of land, don't need to scry into anything. We'll see this next turn if we need to slow them down or just go face. Flame Breather of their own. Okay, we might pick you off with Lightning Strike instead here. I think I would like to slow that card down. That does add up to a lot of extra damage over the course of the game. So bin you. Swing for 2. Next turn, probably Mechanized Warfare. Hit their 3rd land drop. Invasion of Regatha as well, okay. Cool. Down to 14. Oh, they go there? I don't know. You're going to waste time doing that. I think we're going to kill you before we get to that point. Yeah, let's go Warfare this turn. And then maybe Regatha plus play with fire next turn. Down to 14. I mean, this does up the damage quite a bit, but they have to spend a lot of time killing this thing. Yeah, they take the turn off again. Maybe they're going to Lightning Strike at its speed and get back a 4/4 blocker for the Swift Sphere. Ooh, okay. Cool. So we can actually kill this with play with fire if we really want to this turn. Which is one option. So we go 4 to the face here. And then, yeah, opponent. Are we going to kill this thing? Yeah, I think so. And we'll just play with fire here as well. A little bit of a waste, but we do have double Reckless Impulse on the way. They scoop, yeah. I don't think I'd go after this card that frequently. Because you're just trying to win quick, right? Like, I think just take the 3 mana, deal 4 damage, burn to the face, maybe pick off a 1/1, and just call it a day and keep moving. Alright, thank you for staying to the end. If you enjoyed today's video, please drop a like, a comment, and a subscribe. It helps out the channel so much. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next one.